Junior Goat out of Hope, Arkansas. The 35 is Garrett Hatfield. Second row inside, 26J, Jennifer Hamlin. 1B of Brandon Starnes out of Maud, Texas to his outside. And 33D, Danny Cathy, third row inside. So quick little trophy dash here. We'll see what they can do. Right now, Goat's running second there, trying to chase him down. It's going to be interesting to see who gets his trophy dash. Garrett Hatfield leading the way. Goat running in second. Everybody's got to love the Goat. Looks like Brandon Starnes riding in third right now. And Danny Cathy trying to get it figured out there on the back. That'll leave fourth place there to Jennifer Hamlin. So this one's going to be quick. If Goat's going to get up there and do anything with Garrett Hatfield, he's got to put the pedal down and get it going.
Got to be impressed so far, though. Goat holding strong and looking pretty good. I mean, he's got 35 in his
I tell you, and he's been fast here the first couple nights. He's had some mechanical issues and some driving issues to kind of work out with that car, but he's been doing good and getting better every night in that ride. That's his dad's ride. He'll actually have his dad back in it, I think, in a week or two, as Goat has his own car getting ready. But right now, Garrett Hatfield in that 35 leading the way. Only got 2 to go. Well, excuse me, halfway here. Oh, spin out over there. 35 Hatfield goes for a spin in the corner. Does a nice little 360 donut to keep it going, but now Goat is in the lead. So battle for second right now. That is going to be Jennifer Hamlin there.
And Goat gets 2 to go.
So 2 to go for the Goat. Look at the battle for second here as Garrett Hatfield's trying to hold off Hamlin. He's got back around her, but he'll have to try to set eyes on Goat there if he wants his trophy dash.
I thought I had some double A's.
In my box, my stereo box has some double A's. So white flag is out here for the Goat. Jerry Stevens Jr. out of Hope, Arkansas. As looks like Garrett Hatfield's going to let this one get away from him after that spin over in turn 2. Oh, give it up for Jerry Stevens Jr. picking up the trophy dash to win. The Goat out of Hope, Arkansas, driving that number 96. Goat World Racing gives second to Garrett Hatfield in the 35 for $250 to win here tonight. It's an extra $100 on their payout for their purse and some extra payout along the way there too, as well as a $50 hard charger award for that feature race. So we're finna go green, fans. Keep an eye on them here. Got a lot of big names in this one, a lot of movers here. Expect to see Converse and Mewburn get up there. Morgan Powell's always good, and again, Michael Smith looks like he did not make it out. Cole Derrick is no surprise, comes on the high side out of turn 2 down the backstretch, take the lead there. With Mewburn hot on his tail, though. Converse right there battling for third with Chris McKnight. So right now, Cole Derrick leads your way, but Justin Converse is looking to the inside of Mewburn. Coming out of 2, he can't quite do it. He'll settle in behind him going down the backstretch. Connor Mewburn's got his sight set on Cole Derrick there, both running the high side as Converse kind of runs the middle. And then you got a gaggle there behind them between Jerry Kirsten, Wendy Cathy, Morgan Powell, Mark Crawley, and Shannon. Oh, big wreck here on the front stretch for Morgan Powell. I'm not sure what happened as she got turned into the inside wall. We'll hope she's okay. All right, lights are out here. Flagman Joe's going to let him go, hopefully, here in just a moment. So we're going to see as Cole Derrick's up front with Mewburn. Converse back there, Chris McKnight. And who's that? Wendy Cathy, I believe. Yep. And the 48.
13-year-old Connor Mewburn's been very good since the start of his career there, Chase. He'll try something here to the outside, but gives up the race lead off of 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, surprised the inside line there, moving quick. Converse, Cole Derrick both, but Cole Derrick's moving up the high side here, coming out of turn 3 and 4 as Connor Mewburn and Justin Converse battle out for second.
Yeah, I heard on opening night y'all had a barn burner 4-cylinder main event, which came down to 3 cars coming to the final checkered flag on the final lap. Right now we got a good one brewing here in heat race number 1 of the night.
Yeah, I tell you, Flagman Joe's getting ready to get halfway go here, but I tell you, the battle's a 3-way show here, although Cole Derrick right now is up front, but Mewburn all over his tail tank. Converse has got some problems, it looked like there for a moment, but he's back up to speed.
Just didn't quite get up there off of Exeter to the center of the corner, right? Affected how he got off the Exeter corner number 4. We're halfway in, halfway to go, Chase, and right now, Connor Mewburn has his crosshairs dialed to the back of the car number 1.
Well, it's something about Converse, man. He likes to go on, pop the trunk. I tell you, man, I don't know what it is. A little spin-a-rooney there. He gathers it up, and luckily nobody gets into him. This is going to leave it a cold Derek Connor Mewburn race if we don't have a caution, Zach.
Well, the trunk has not popped yet, so his aerodynamics aren't working at full-fledged, so that's the issue. But here comes Connor Mewburn down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I tell you, he's looking good. Got a hard car.
A shot in the shorts.
Derek, almost. He almost did it. Looked like he was, but he checked up a little bit. 2 to go here from Flagman Joe.
They gave him a little kiss there.
Look, there's 3 wide coming out here for the back here for battle for 5th and 6th. They're getting crazy, but Mewburn's got a good little gap there to make up if he's going to do anything. If he didn't nosedive it as hard the last time, I don't think he'll do it this time, but we'll see.
He's driving his car much deeper into the corners
Old
than Derek.
shuts the door coming out of turn 4, Zach, and it's going to be checkered flag, first heat race here, or white flag, excuse me.
One more trip. No worries. It happens to the best of us. I remember one night Gary Wright meant to take the checkered flag, but he only took the white. I hate to bring it up.
That was the last race at Timberline when he came back, wasn't it? That was the heat race, though, too, wasn't it?
Down the back straightaway into 3. Mewburn going to drive it in deep chase for the final time off before bring us home for heat 1.
Here we go. Cold Derek's going to shut the door again. No room for Mewburn on the inside there. Battle for 3rd, though, coming out of the corner. Who's it going to be? Justin Converse closes the door on Chris McKnight. Woo! Converse, McKnight, Kirsten, round out your top 5. And I tell you, Chris McKnight had a run. Oh, yeah, I didn't announce it. All right, gang, and this one got the 3D of Dakota Cooper, 02 of Jerry Smith. The R3 is Austin Pilgrim, 13D of Dalton Vines, 29M there, Austin Waters. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. 51 of Scotty Crow. I have to get my eyes on.
Comes the Dragons. One day only at Lake Bringle. Wadley Regional Medical Center presents Texarkana Dragon Boat Festival in memory of Julie Collins. This Saturday, bring the whole family for a day of food, fun, entertainment, and to cheer on teams.
So it's go back green. Dakota Cooper out front here.
Ultimate Dome and Whiskey River Country. Wadley Regional Medical Center presents.
Oh, we got some problems over here in turn 2. Looks like they'll get it back going, though, I believe. I can't tell who that is offhand here. Give them time to get around here, guys and gals, get everything shaken out. But Dakota Cooper leading the way right now over the 13D of Dalton Vines. Running in 3rd there. Battle between the 17 of Logan Griffin and Chris Kirsten for 4th with Scotty Crouston behind him there. Oh, problems for Dakota Cooper over here in turn 3 and 4. Is going to try to get it straightened out, but that's going to give the lead over to Dalton Vines. Chris Kirsten moves into 3rd. He's going to take 2nd away from Dakota Cooper, his teammate as well. So Chris Kirsten, your week 1 winner down here, also won at Boot Hill Open Night. 3 wide coming out of the corner there. Dakota Cooper all over the side of Chris Kirsten. Those are teammates. That may not work out good later. It looks like Chris Kirsten's going to pull to the infield with some damage or some issues due to that. So tough break for Kirsten. He was going to shoot for the lead there, had a very fast hot rod. But now Dalton Vines checking out the 13D. His teammate running for 4th right now, going into 3rd, or trying to go into 3rd, it looks like there, is Jesse Tate. Poor Boy Racing running 1st and 3rd, with Logan Griffin in the 17 running 2nd. Flagman Joe is going to give him the halfway point here for Dalton Vines. Logan Griffin again in 2nd. And that looks like Michael Smith there was battling out with Jesse Tate. And behind him there again is Dakota Cooper running 5th. And then you got the R3 of Austin Pilgrim, the 02 of Jerry Smith, and the 51 of Scotty Crouston. Dalton has checked out here. We'll see if Jesse Tate can maybe catch up with Logan Griffin. Be a good race for 2nd here as they're almost side by side coming out of turn 2. Tate will have to fall in behind him there. So again, Dalton Vines, Poor Boy Racing, number 13D, leading the way. I tell you, if this car still looks good tonight, and I believe the other car, I hope it wasn't Kirsten's, but they're going to be a grudge match here tonight after the feature races between Dalton Vines and Lauren Cromer, Twisted K Racing versus Poor Boy Racing. But if Kirsten was the other car, that may be in jeopardy. White flag is out for your leader, Dalton Vines in the 13D. Finna pick up this heat race win if he can get one more circuit in. Logan Griffin still got a pretty good lead over, looks like Jesse Tate there for 2nd. Behind him there, you got a battle for 4th, though. Dakota Cooper trying to take the spot away from Michael Smith. But your winner coming out of turn 4, Dalton Vines in the 13D, takes the win here in the heat race. 4 cylinders. Logan Griffin unofficially in 2nd. Jesse Tate will be unofficially in 3rd, followed by Dakota Cooper, and Michael R. Smith and Scotty Crouston.
Outside will be Michael Shirtliff from Ashdown, Arkansas. He's in car number 24. Brendan Brown has 3 wins already this season with an Outlaw chassis number 32, Club 20 suspension entry. Outside's Ronald Pilkington from Marshall, Texas. He's a 2009 Cajun Classic winner. Travis Bowden, Big Bad Bowden, a runner-up to Justin Whitehead at Boot Hill this season as they go 1, 2, 3 wide for third off the exit of 2 and headed down the back straightaway. We'll get you the rest of the lineup. Chase it, heating up.
I tell you, Zach, it's outlaw. Besides one of them up there.
And right now, it's a pair of Outlaws out front with Polomsky. His first full season behind the wheel of a factory stock. Out front with the race lead.
Yeah, Nick Serber settles into 4th there as Rollo got by him. Brandon Brown going to the lead over Polomsky on the backstretch.
Well, he has to deliver his package to the doorstep. Hello, what can Brown do for you?
Hey,
He'll drop the 29 into his hip pocket and say, see you later, we'll holla at you.
Hey, Brown had his poker face on, too. Had everybody thinking he was going to go to DPS tonight, but I think with the weather, he decided to come here, and he'll go start at the back tomorrow night if they get it in.
Brown.
Battle, though, for a second here as Rollo gets the inside of Polomsky, Zach.
Ronald Rollo Pilkington out of Marshall, Texas, has won nearly every single race that you can win in a factory stock chase. He's won the Armadillo Nationals in a factory for $3,000 at the Lone Star Speedway. He takes second away from Polomsky. He nearly won the 10,000 win inaugural King of the Hill race that Marcus Cottle won right here out of Maud, Texas.
Travis Bowden's got some problems here on the front stretch. He's going to pull it to the infield.
First time ever here for Bowden. We got the 11 up there.
Yeah, we got another problem over here, too.
No, he'll make it to the pits. We stay clean and green, Chase.
Good deal. Right now, again, Outlaw. Brandon Brown out front, Rollo Pilkington trying to chase him down. Not Austin Waters, that's Chris Polomsky settles into 3rd, and Shirtliff has settled into 4th.
Ronald Pilkington behind the wheel of a Johnny Sadoff jet chassis, which, of course, Ricky Thornton Jr. drives in the iStock ranks as well. He has a jet chassis IMCA modified. He races obviously the Tucson, Arizona racer.
And while you're saying that, I was watching the Bandit Cole Burleson moved into 5th with a pretty good move there in that 22B. But he's got some cars all over him here. That looks like Carver finna chase him down, which is another surprise to be here, being that the Carvers are sponsoring the DPS race tonight, Zach.
Yeah, Carver Construction is. I'm sure they'll still have Woodruff and those guys down there. But hey, not a bad drive to come to Texarkana, considering the fact though that they're only going to lock in the top 4, and I don't believe they're going to get that show in tomorrow. That's why Brown is here. He planned to go to Nashville. Now we ain't. They're running out. Well, white flag out for Brandon Brown.
That's what he's telling everybody.
So Ronald Pilkington, that Rollo's Living Auto jet chassis. He's the first ever jet chassis I've seen.
Yeah, and that car is sweet looking, man, let me tell you. But right now, Brandon Brown is checked out. And, he didn't like too much when I asked him what Brown could do for him or for me, but that's a nickname that's stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll leave it on the doorstep. What can Brown do for you? The 32 of Brendan Brown goes to victory lane and heat race number 1 for the factory stocks. What about Ronald Rollo Pilkington from Marshall? Polomsky in that Outlaw chassis. And up the 4th, the car number 24 from Ashdown of Michael Shirtliff.
Give a shout out to Thad Royal.
This is the 007. He'll be one to watch as well. Runs well here. Is that Scotty Thrifty Nichols?
That is, yeah.
Thrifty's in the house.
Shout out Dustin Yutt, too, getting that first time winners race last year at Architects. Yep. Man, he was excited. We're finna go green. Flagman Joe's gonna let him go.
Joe Hone throws the green flag up high in the air, and Whitehead's already going to peek to the inside of the 13 at Kenward. As they head off into 1, they go 3 wide for third. Right in front.
The bottom bites Whitehead there with some damage, but, he looks like he might be all right, Zach, but we're going to not get a caution. So.
I got to be honest with you. On the way out earlier for Whitehead to pack the track, I said, man, I'd wish you good luck, but most of the time you don't need it. And tonight, I may have needed a wishing the luck if I bring it to him in any fashion. But he'll work.
Yeah. And who was that? It was the 18C there that he got in contact with that spun was Timothy Garrett, our pole sitter. So we'll see how much damage that Outlaw chassis has here, Zach.
Well, we'll see as Whitehead gets a little hot under the collar, and he really hadn't even faded. He's still in the same position he was whenever he dropped a few. He'll get back around the 13. Scotty Nichols, the man on the move right now, Chase. He's up to 3rd.
He's trying to move, but I tell you right now, got a battle for the lead. Jason Lishman in that 5J has got the lead right now, but the 38 of Mike Wells wants in that Outlaw chassis.
Pair of Texarkana area racers. Lishman's been cutting their teeth around this racetrack for quite some time. Lishman off the 4 has the race lead over the 38 of Mike Wells in his 2nd start of the season. 3rd start.
Halfway point here in this factory stock number 2 feature as Justin Whitehead's all over the back and Nichols going to look to the inside over here in 1 and 2. They're side by side as they come out of 2. Whitehead and Nichols putting on a show.
You think that these top 2 guys are getting so far out because they think Whitehead might be coming?
I would be, that's for sure. I'd be single file. I wouldn't be double file like Whitehead's doing right now with Nichols trying to get by him. But right now, I'll tell you what, Lishman's opened up a little lead on Mike Wells.
This will give Scotty Nichols a shot in the arm. If he can hold back the advances of 36J, he'll feel pretty good about himself that, hey, I may have beat the guy at his home racetrack, but hey, that's why we don't count our chickens, because here he comes.
And they're side by side going to the 3 and 4 fans. Watch Justin Aubrey Whitehead out there with Nichols. Scotty Nichols on the high side as they're digging, coming out of turn 4. White flag from Flagman Joe, side by side for third. What a race.
What an absolute barn burner of a race for third. Whitehead to the hub of the racetrack on the 1 and 2 in that race on Texas.com. Sainz Ford. Spencer Son, Timber 36J, he's got it. Final time through 3 and rolling off of 4. Chase Lawler, it's all Jason Lishman.
Jason Lishman's going to grab this win here with Mike Wells in second. Whitehead unfinishedly third. Scotty Nichols in fourth. And a spin over here. Tough break. He was running right there in fifth. Out there is going to be the 33D of Danny Cathy. So Flagman Joe will look him over here, and I tell you, I'd be watching Jimbo and Goat on this start. All these cars are fast, don't get me wrong, but those are going to be your two movers, I think, right away here. Goat is hungry after that Trophy Dash win, and Shelby Franks, you just never know what she's going to do.
Goat's going to get the whole shot on the 1 and 2. I tell you what, it ain't a fainting Goat tonight, that's for sure. That thing ain't scared of nobody. As he'll roll through 3 into the center of off of 4. Goat's going to lead lap number 1 in 96.
And he's got Jamie Jimbo Clayton, though, digging already to his inside, going into 1 and 2 over here. I tell you, Goat has been fast here. His handling's been a little bit off, but he's had some time to work on it. We'll see what he can do with Jamie Jimbo Clayton.
I'm afraid there's a lot of folks that may be eating crow from our old boy 96 of Goat. As he'll roll to the top shelf of the Texarkana Speedway, he'll smash the throttle. Chase Lawler, here comes Goat, but here comes Jimbo.
Look at Jimbo. He's looking fast again, man. I tell you, the first week Jimbo was out here with 2 to go. He blew the motor, and he's going to go for the lead here coming out of turn 2 over Goat.
Banana peel.
He won the second week out here, but he was smoking very heavily for the last 5 laps. When we talked to him in Victory Lane, he didn't know that, but he wasn't too happy. I was like, hey, Jimbo say it ain't so, but at least you didn't break.
Oh, and Goat just lost the handle off of 4. Hit another banana peel.
That's been Goat's trouble spot for some reason right there coming out of 4, man. He's had some problems and does it again, unfortunately.
So it'll be Jamie Jimbo Clayton in the Punisher race car chassis, the former North Louisiana State Championship winner of the old Champion Park Speedway, leading them off of 4. We're back underway.
Oh, problems there. Is that, who is that, Danny Cathy? Yes, Danny Cathy there right in front of the 26J of Hamlin.
I love seeing those old school Camaros back out here.
Let me tell you, I tell you, Goat in the back, I don't know if he's just buying his time to fill that car out or if he's got something broke. He is very slow in the backstretch. He may have something broke, Zach. So
it's
that's
just
a tough break for the Goat World Racing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I thought we were going to be in Goat's world and everybody else is going to be living in it tonight. Unfortunately, he'll have to expire the 96 and try again and have some fun later on.
And I tell you what, Jamie Jimbo Franks back on the rail that he's been on here at Texarkana 610 Speedway without the mechanical issues. But I tell you what, Shelby Franks, don't ever count that car out. Yeah, Jimbo slips up or doesn't pay attention here, Franks will be all over him very quick.
Shelby Franks has been impressive since she started off in a race car at a very young age, has won quite a few. And cool to see that Steve allows all. She's a mom now, I'm pretty sure. Her and Patrick had a baby, but good to see that Shelby's out here still racing on the track that she grew up racing on.
Yeah, a lot of people probably know this, but ones that don't, Shelby Franks is Shelby Ward before she was married.
Yeah.
Steve Ward's daughter, and of course everybody knows the Wards around here. And you know, Steve is a nice guy. We've had our differences growing up here at the track and coming from different sides of the racing world, with me being on the Red Lick side and him being on the Texarkana Arkansas side. But I love saying Steve Rebel Ward.
Very, very accomplished racer. I've seen him beat Chris Hennigan. I've seen him beat a lot of great races as Jamie Jimbo Clayton takes the checkers. We're done in heat number 1 for the hobby stock. Shelby Ward. Shelby Franks now will cross the stripe and finish in the 2nd spot.
Yeah, and talking about wide with a 35 of Garrett Hatfield, who in that Trophy Dash took a spin leading too, so we'll see how he can rebound. Second row, there's the 11 of Carl Smith, and the 1B of Brandon Starnes. Now, Starnes has got some history here too. His dad raced at State Line way back in the day as well. So right now, leading the way, 35 of Garrett Hatfield. But
yeah, I've been
Kyle plays on with his frosted blonde tips.
I've been in that shop, man. I got some pictures I'll show you. But as we get ready to go green here, and your hobby stock heat number 2. That's good stuff.
So Daniel Jones back on the front rows. We got a complete restart here. We'll see what they can do. Daniel Jones been fast while he's been out here too, but he turned that thing into an airplane, Zach, on the first night out here, and luckily came down on all fours. But a little scary moment coming out of 2 there, and right now he's got his hands full with Garrett Hatfield. Brandon Starnes trying to chase him down there in third. And we got a spin on the back though. That is Carl Smith in the 11. Looks like he'll get it gathered up and turned around. We may stay away from that yellow for right now.
We may have a race for the top spot coming down to the back straightaway. 35 still out front over Jones in the X. That's a nice looking race car for both of these guys.
It is a sharp car. And right now, Hatfield's out front. That's not McCoy behind him, but it's Daniel Jones trying to chase him down with guns loaded.
I get it. 35 flying down the back straightaway with the race lead out front, holding on in command, and we may get caution, and we will not. Joe Holmes, a good flagman. He almost grabbed it, but he said, you know what? Not going to happen today.
What's going on there? That was weird.
I think it's the reflectors. Yeah, I can see it from here too. I don't know if that is the reflector, Zach, or not.
When you see it on before, it looked like sparks.
Looks like sparks underneath the
X. That is the X.
off of. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, he's got some funky looking reflectors there that kind of mislead. But I tell you what, 35 leading the way now. Garrett Hatfield, I tell you, it was 10 years ago, Zach, and I didn't know who was out here. That black and green 35 sure reminds me of a Roy.
Yeah, it would remind me of a 35 of Chris Gorman growing up in Louisiana. But the 35 does take the white flag. He's got only one more quarter-mile trip and a half a trip to go when he meets the midpoint of the back straightaway, Chase.
Yeah, he's just got to keep it straight here to pick up the second heat race win at Texarkana 610 Speedway tonight, April the 20th. He did a little push over in the corner, but he'll keep it straight. It looks like he's going to have to do some handling work, but he's going to pick up the win in the heat race. Garrett Hatfield over Daniel Jones and Brandon Starnes.
It's going to be the deuce of Adam Roy out of Red Lake, Texas, driving the modern primitive window duct trucking IRP chassis, Royal Performance Power number 2. And Patrick Franks in the 450. Joe Wilhelm in the Rock and Roll Whataburger RKT operating 47X Tidwell Motorsports entry. We're off of 4 and underway. Down the front boulevard into 1 for the first time. Roy going to slide to the inside of the 00 of BJ Moore. Falk Arkansas racer is the 5 of Sammy Cox decided to start this one at the tails. They're side by side, trying to make it 2x2. Here comes R.J. Stroman out of New Boston, Texas. 2x2 off of turn number 4.
I tell you, this is impressive right here. This is what I like to see up here. Adam Roy, B.J. Moore, JoJo Wilhelm. I mean, R.J. Stroman, you just got a who's list out there right now.
And who's going to throw the first blanket over the top 4 right now? Because here comes R.J. Stroman, the former top 5 finisher of the TMS World Dirt Track Championship. And B.J. Moore got a little loose, hugged down to the bottom. And here comes Stroman.
Yeah, I think I saw a shot in the shorts there, Zach, between Stroman and the back of B.J. B.J. in the back of Adam Roy. And I tell you what, Adam Roy's hard to pass here, but R.J. Stroman powering on the high side right now. That 88 out of New Boston, Texas.
R.J. Stroman just rolling. That'd be RJ, JR backwards anyway. JR just rolling. RJ Stroman is, as he heads off into 1. Top shelf, high side hustling him, and nobody else has went up there until Adam Roy just did that time.
Yeah, and I tell you the way Adam's car looks like it was handling, hopefully that getting up high will help him out because he looked real bad coming off of turn 3 and 4 here down low. So I don't know if he's got a handling problem or moving up high will help. He'll try to chase down RJ Stroman. But right now, JoJo Wilhelm's trying to get him some of BJ Moore.
You know how big of a confidence booster this is for RJ. Obviously, going to the TMS a few weeks ago, having a great run of the world or the Tony Stewart Invitational, but they built this car out of their own shop in New Boston. This is a Stroman Racing chassis after spending so many years driving for Eddie Martin out of Stillwell, Oklahoma. Final time chase off of 2 down the back straightaway. A contest for third between Wilhelm and the 00 of Moore, but final time off of turn number 4.
R.J. Stroman's going to pick up your heat race win here for the IMCA Sport Mods over the number 2 of Adam P. Wayne Roy, B.J. Moore unofficially 3rd, JoJo Wilhelm in 4th. Earlier this year, Robbie and the whole McKinney family's big in racing all over Texarkana, State Line, Speed Bowl back in the day. But also got James Wilson in the front row inside, Brent Tidwell second row inside, Dylan Spear on the outside of row 2, and Chase Morgan in the 21.
They moved up a few guys, so they kind of shaked up the lineup like the last one. They're trying to go 3 wide here for the race lead, the 22 Magnum. But down the back straight, we'll get to Dylan in a moment. But here comes Turner, but here comes Brent Tidwell to the hub of the racetrack, the Harleton, Texas racer in 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who we lose, Zach, the 8. James Wilson is who we lost. Yeah, so we've only got 4 in this one.
This is about to shape up to be a heck of a race right now. I'm telling you.
Bailey Turner's got this IMCA Sport Mod figured out. Got his first feature win here night 2 after a rough night 1, and he's got a handful though with Brent Tidwell and Dylan Spear.
It don't take Dylan Spear very long to learn a racetrack. Right now, he's just trying to learn the track, get it underneath him. But here comes Dylan Spear.
Tell you, he was thinking about making it 3 wide if the other cars would have let him.
Guess what, Chase? Firing bullets. No blanks tonight for 22 Magnum.
Hey, 22 Mag's always fast. Dylan Spear's a good guy too. I got to talk to him a lot in the off season, do some interviews with him, man, and he's a good kid. He's real fast. As you see, I'm actually wearing his hat. It's signed by Dylan Spear too.
Buck Rossell Motorsports, Texas Fire and Safety, number 22.
But he's got his sights set on right now the 24B of Bailey Turner out of Hooks and Leary, Texas area there. Again, the McKinney Racing family. Also kin to the Whiteheads, the Caskies, the Mewburns. I mean, that's some racing blood right there,
Zach.
Zach.
The racing shoe in his vein, that's for sure, as it'll be 2 to go. Can Spear run down the 2B of Bailey Turner out of Leary, Texas? 2 drivers who have been in the sport for probably about the same amount of time. 4 years for both drivers, I believe. As down the back straightaway, Dylan Spear in hot pursuit in the turn number 3 chase. It's heating up.
I tell you, he's getting close to him, Zach. Dylan Spear's going to make a run for it here on this last lap, I think. But Bailey Turner's got to be up on the wheel. 1 to go from Flagman Joe. Oh, Brent Tidwell's broke something maybe here. He's going to try to limp that thing around, but it does not look good there. But Bailey Turner comes off with the lead on the backstretch here, going to 3 and 4, try to get one more good corner, Zach.
Dylan's going to drive it in deeper. He'll try to hover the racetrack off of 4, but Bailey Turner will hold on and take the win in 2B.
So give it up for the 24B of Bailey Turner picking up your heat race win, the IMCA Sport Mods.
We called for 6. We got 6. Now we got 5.
Yeah, we've got 5 out there. I think Ehrman's the one that's actually missing there, Zach, because that's Lawson and Ward side by side. So we'll go green here with 5 of them. As Yule Dub and Troy Shaberg lead the way right now. Shaberg with some issues. He has not had much luck here at 67 Speedway in these first 3 nights, or 2 nights. Now the third one here, he's going to drop back kind of quick. We'll see if he can get it together behind Steve Ward. Oh, gives him a shot in the tail tank. A little bit hard. Well, I'm not sure. It looked like Ward may have got loose. And
They need a lap.
Yep. So Shaberg will smash a lap pedal off at turn number 4. With Dove to the outside, the lights are out. We're back underway here at Texarkana 67 Speedway on demand on raceontexas.com.
Yeah, we'll see if Shaberg can have a better first turn here as he does. Keep the lead there, but contact between Brent Lawson and Steve Ward. And I tell you what, Lawson and Ward had it out here week 1 too, Zach.
Yeah, we may just end up having them smothered and covered and scattered. And anyway, on the front straightaway in a minute, these guys are not cutting much slack back here.
No, they are not. But Shaberg leading the way right now. But Cody Self all over the back of Lawson. Battle for third here in turn 1 and 2. But right now, Lawson holds that spot. He'll pull away from Cody Self, who's at his first night here at Texarkana Speedway.
Some more good IMCA modified shoes checked in tonight. This one should be good coming down the wire. Shaberg looks like he has it comfortably in hand right now, who typically races on a Saturday night in Little Rock at Tracy Clay's I-30 Speedway.
Yeah, that's where a lot of these guys and gals for the IMCA modifieds are coming down from. They run Saturday nights up there, and they'll be here on Friday nights and kind of splitting the action with us and Plummerville, I believe. Yeah,
just mentioned that Drew Armstrong, one of those guys that'll be in the pits in heat race number 2.
What?
And we'll see him on the speed plate in just a moment.
Drew Armstrong and Sestair night 1 put on a show,
clinic.
man.
Put on an absolute display. And I think
Brooks special.
Yeah, if the cautions had not come out when they did, I think they saved old Kevin, but sometimes, hey, that's the name of the game.
That's what KR was saying too, man, that he looked a little bit better than Sestair, but Sestair got lucky with those cautions at the end.
Drew had it 2 distinct lines. Drew had it working on the outside of the racetrack that night, a lot like the 7 of Schauberg is doing in this one.
Yeah, problems for Yule Dub there holding up Tidwell. I'm not sure what happened to that car, but Shaberg leading the way.
He's going to get it off of 4.
Shaberg.
He got it.
Like Brent Lawson will get it around Yule Dub for second, coming out of 4. So unofficially give Lawson second. Unfortunately, that's a tough break because Cass blew his motor here on play day and didn't make it for the first 2 nights either.
A lot like great racers coming out of Hooks, Texas. Great racers coming out of Benton, Arkansas. That's Tim Crawley's hometown as well. Drew Armstrong, the brother-in-law to Sammy Swindell's son, of course, Kevin Swindell. The lights are out. We're underway. And heat number 2.
And shout out, that last car out there is a 77X of Jason Castleberry.
And they're 2 by 2. Off of 2 down the back straightaway, trying to throw a blanket over the top 4 right now. Chase down the back straightaway in the 3. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Here comes Drew Armstrong in 01A.
I think Adam Harris might take lap 1, but I tell you what, Drew Armstrong is on the move, looking fast, just like he did here week 1 in the topless winter frenzy.
He says, hello, Adam, how you doing? Bye-bye.
Yep,
as he lost traction.
I think Adam looked at him on the inside and kind of lost where he was at for a moment and lost traction, like he said. And Drew Armstrong will move into the lead here at Texarkana 67 Speedway.
Armstrong looking to throw the keys on the counter now and check out.
You know, and on my sheet, Zach, I don't see Jesse Sweatman's name, but he's out there. He's actually taking a spin right now in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's the 40 of Jesse Sweatman. Got the long haul award here for the car show and also won a free pit pass, but he calls out of Tyler area, I think.
Jesse Schwetman, he was a little dirty down there in 1 and 2, a different style of dirty style. He said he's going to lean that thing on the right front more.
I told him I have no idea what dirty style actually means, but from now on, that's what we're going to call it, okay?
Yeah, the dirt track, we'll keep it at that. We don't want to talk about dirty style anything outside of quarter-mile dirt track racing. Down the front straightaway we go. We're still on our way.
I tell you what, though, Keaton Atkinson looks fast back here. He's got to get around Jesse to get up there to do anything with these guys, but Keaton's been on a rail around here, too, and looks like, trouble over here on turn 2, but he gathered it up. That is the, that was the 70 of Michael Rhodes. But Drew Armstrong, it's the Drew Armstrong show. Let's just call that seat race the Drew Armstrong show.
Yeah, Armstrong doesn't need to flex his muscles. He's just putting on a display here. As in the turn number 3, not the only Armstrong who's won races here. There's been Wes Armstrong and Jason Armstrong that have won them in the past, but they're out of the great state of Texas tonight. Arkansas's Drew Armstrong will go to victory lane in heat race number 2, trying to take one back to Little Rock.
So he looks just as strong as Tracy Armstrong from back in the WWF WCW days. Flagman Joe gives him the green here as we go. Cole Derrick up there battling already. Justin Converse up there. Dalton Vines almost 3 wide over here. They are 3 wide, going into 3 and 4 per second. And a little door slam there for Cole Derrick. Connor Mubert. Cole Derrick goes around. His bad luck at 67 Speedway continues. Unfortunate for Cole Derrick. I think we're going to have a caution, though. There's debris all over the front stretch here. So whoa it down.
We're back on the way, chasing a 1 to 3 wide.
3 wide again, going over turn 1 is Jesse Tate, Cole Derrick, Justin Converse, Mubern putting on a show.
Wow, 3 wide off of 2 down the back straightaway.
They did it the first start too here, Zach. I tell you, these top 4 especially, man, are digging hard, digging quick. Right now, Mubern leading the way, though.
13 years of age out front. Converse trying to split the gap into the middle. The 1G of Cole Derrick trying to keep him at bay, but he may not.
Cole Derrick put a little squeeze on Converse there. Did not slow him down. Converse has got the trunk open already, too. He hasn't popped it yet, Zach, but he's trying to get around Connor Mubern.
And you know where he's en route to? Another universe. Here comes Justin Converse. He'll roll the hub of the racetrack off of 4. Chase the 13-year-old Connor Mubern still out front with the race lead in 36.
Right there with Cole Derrick.
What a save.
Straight. That is a heck of a save. I want to get a correction, too. That's Dalton Vines up there in the familiar-looking Jesse Tate ride, but that is Dalton Vines here. As Converse may still have some problems, though, but he did save it after hitting the wall and Cole Derrick there on the front stretch.
Justin Converse might be trying to change his britches right now. I'm not sure, but he got a major shot in the shorts that time.
And that's
and the black flag's about to get tapped at somebody, and it will be... Converse has a right front flat, maybe?
I believe so. That would be the only thing we know they're flagging for.
The front straightaway wall ended his night, unfortunately, after the contact there. But
he's going to try to get off the track. No, he's just going up high there. Got into Michael Smith almost there in the backstretch.
13-year-old Connor Mubern now with a comfortable advantage out front over the reigning Texas State champion at Timberline.
Connor Mubern has found Justin Converse's universe, and he's in his own right now out front here.
Yeah.
Cole Derrick and Dalton Vines put on a show there for second, and I think that's Dakota Cooper trying to chase him down. I'm not sure. My eyes are tricking me here tonight, Zach, because we've got a lot of 4-cylinders out here, and a lot of them have not been here yet this year.
Well, right now the 36, he's on Rainbow Road, folks. He is out front running away, which it's another universe, but or is he making a visit to the Milky Way? I don't know. He may get a Milky Way for this win tonight, as he's out front, the youngster eating and digging, the 13-year-old with the race lead, the son of the great Brian Mubern out of Texarkana.
Cole Derrick trying to get around a lap car there. He runs in second with Dalton Vines in third, Dakota Cooper in fourth, and Jesse Tate runs fifth.
Hey, man, a stellar field of 4-cylinders here tonight. They're starting to pick up car counts each and every week at every single track around, Chase.
Definitely so, and I'll tell you, running sixth, though, too. I got to bring up Michael R. Smith there. This is only his 3rd visit here, and if he can just finish the race, he'll be better in his first 2 because he blew the motor both times here, making a pretty good haul to come to Texarkana Speedway.
36 crosses the stripe. They got the 48 of Mark Crawley in between he and the second place driver to the 2, or the 1C of Cole Derrick.
Good battle back here for 7th and 8th, though, between Jerry Kirsten, Michael R. Smith, and the 32 there.
Oh, hard to get around the lap traffic for Cole Derrick there through 3 and 4.
Austin Waters, okay.
Yeah, Waters talked to him earlier this evening. Polomsky's back in the factory tonight. Austin's taking a look here in the 1 and 2 on Derrick, who's trying to dispose of that lap traffic. He does. Now, heavier lap traffic in front of your leader. We'll see how smooth he can be. Right now, he is smooth as butter, baby.
That's going to be Dalton Bynes. He'll just bring up behind Derrick here. Austin's back here in the white car, 32. I tell you what tricked me earlier was Austin's number was 29M on the sheet, but he's number 32. But Connor Mubert, no, he's going to have to get around 3 of them on the high side. We're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch, Zach, with 2 lap cars.
Let me tell you, Chase, it's not. Oh my goodness, lap traffic's going to run the 36, 13-year-old way up the hill. Wow.
I tell you, man, that is the R3.
It ain't
Pilgrim.
It is not a video game. I'll tell you what.
I'm sure Connor Mubert not too happy with that. He'll try to tread water here as he gets by Austin Pilgrim, that R3. But, whoa, lap traffic can be a doozy sometimes.
I know father and son have got to feel really nervous right now as this guy's still driving it in deep. But now Connor has free space, and he looks to set sail and get gone because he knows how hard that was to dispose of those guys.
Yeah,
and Derrick's closing.
He wants that $250 we're running for tonight, Zach.
And Cole Derrick has closed the gap a little bit.
Oh, about took out a tractor tire there, did Austin Pilgrim.
Cole Derrick is coming.
Derrick is chasing down your leader, Connor Mubert. Does he have enough laps to get there? It's going to be the question.
He's got a flat left front, it looks like, on the 36. Connor Mubert has the left front flat, I think, because Cole Derrick is chomping into that race lead. Something not right with the 36. It's inevitable. Something is not right.
He's slowed down a lot here. Looks like Cole Derrick is all over the back of him, smelling blood in the water, Zach.
Yeah, he'll be the shark this time. There's only 2 laps to go. Off of 4. The youngster slowing down, but still out front, driving the 67 Speedway with reckless abandon for what he's got left in the tank. This is going to be a photo finish. This is shaping up to be a photo finish tonight.
Cole Derrick is there. He's all over the back of Connor Mubert over here in 3 and 4 fans. What a race. Again, the 4-cylinders putting on a show every week here at 67 Speedway. He's on the inside of him. Zach going down the front stretch. Contact.
The white flag thrown in front of the face of the race. He'll drag off into turn number 1.
Some more contact in 1 and 2. Derrick and Mubert going at it. They're going tooth and nail here for this $250, Zach.
And somebody might get hung by a noose, whoever went into 3. Mubert dives it in deep to the inside of the 1C of Derrick. Off of 4, drag racing to the line. Derrick's going to steal this one away, Chase. Wow.
What a race for Cole Derrick to take that away from Mubert coming out of turn 4. Kept it clean despite some contact.
Some stabs. The 23 of Mitch Sullivan. Trent Kimberton in 13. Nick Server 27S. Paul Garrett, TJ Tellison, Timothy Garrett. The lights are out. We're going green for 20 laps. So this is the 67 Texarkana Speedway. Can they hold back 36J because he's won at every track so far this season? We're going to go at it here, hot and heavy, Chase, on the opening lap. You pointed at the wreck. I was talking about 1 and 2. You're talking about this because it goes both ways.
I think Paul Garrett and
backing away. Down the front straightaway, original restart. Should be fun. Should be interesting to see how this one plays out. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Into 3. On the opening lap after the original restart, the 32, it'll be Brandon Brown with the race lead. Down the front boulevard as they head off into 1. The 5 of Elishman holds second. A little bit of contact there on the low side of the racetrack between 36J Justin Whitehead and Ronald Pilkington there.
all right, had to get them straightened out over here. We had some debris in the corner, but I guess it was no big deal. We got it underway here. And oh, Shirley with some issues way up the track. He's going to spin it around, Zach, over here and come out of 4. That's going to be a caution for Michael Shirley. So right now I've got that P thing going on.
Ready to drop the hammer off of number 4. Brandon Brown out front with the race lead. We'll see what happens in this one as he sends them off full throat. A full field and a full herd of factory stocks tonight.
3 wide for third here, going in the corner. What a gaggle between Rollo, Mike Wells, Lishman trying to catch up to Brandon Brown, but right now a gaggle back there. Outlaw.
And Scotty Nichols lived up to his moniker. He got the thrift special, the thrifty nickel, off of turn number 4.
Oh, Polumsky got into the Bandit there. The Bandit got into Yunt. They keep it going, though, thank goodness, with some contact on the front stretch here.
The chain reaction. As Brown loving it, though. If he had a rear view, he'd love what he sees right now.
Justin Whitehead starting to pick him off back in the back here as Brandon Brown leads the way. I tell you what, though, Lishman, I'll be interested to see what he can do if he can get up there with Brown and give him some competition.
Jason Lishman rolling right there through the center of the racetrack, just a little bit lane lower than being on the absolute top chase. As Mighty Mike in hot pursuit of him, they're running the same line while the 32 of Brown continues to lead on the bottom of the racetrack.
I tell you, look, Mike Wells looking fast. He's got Hell's Bells playing in his radio, I'm sure, as he's trying to chase down Jason Lishman.
Mighty Mike Wells trying to do everything he can.
Oh, spin there.
Scotty Thrifty Nichols with the thrift special spin.
Going off the bumper of Chris Polumsky there.
And
a little
we'll get
racing,
caution.
little Rubbins racing, Zach.
Yeah. Oh, we got Polumsky around as well.
Oh, yes, he has game, Zach.
2 first names, Cole and Derek. Anyway.
It's almost as good as Cole Trickle.
Or Derek Griggs. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Okay, off of 4. We're going to get back underway. What can Brown do for you? He can lead this race and win it, but we'll find out if he does.
Jason Lishman's going to try to give him a mirrorful here, but Brandon Brown quickly out to the front. Look at Rollo digging on the low side of Lishman there. Won't have a run, though. Lishman will hold on a second with Mike Hells Bells Wells running there on the outside of Rollo.
Ain't no doubt about it. Ronald Rollo took into the former Longhorn Classic winner at Timberline. Speedway squeezes up in front. The caution is back out. Caution is back out. Off of 4, Brandon Brown elected not to head to Nashville for 3K this weekend. Said, I'll stay home and race for a little bit of extra money because he thinks he's got a car good enough to do it.
And Mike Wells and Lishman behind him trying to settle out who can get second so they can chase down Brandon Brown.
Man,
3 wide here, Zach.
That's exactly what I was getting at in contact.
Lishman,
He's going
Mike
around.
Hells Bells Wells.
Oh, man.
Major contact and damage. Dustin Yunt's in it. Travis Bowden. Mike Wells.
And I must say, and Thad Royal stuck here, and we're somehow green flag racing. Unless the 007 comes to us.
We're going to have to throw a caution, Zach. Dustin Yunt stopped over here in the corner, Joe.
That's a purposeful caution. He was out. So, what can Brown do for you? If he's your driver, he can go to victory lane. If not, we'll see who can give him a run. 2-time runner-up of the Cajun Classic 36. Brian Mubern is second on the restart. And we're back on the way. Rollo got a good one.
Good racing all through the field on this restart to watch here. Oh, some contact with the wall. Scotty Nichols, I believe, there. But look at that. Rollo, Mubern. You got the Bandit out there with Mike Wells.
Yeah. How about Cole Burleson?
Yeah, the Bandit, Cole Burleson. Who's on that on his outside there, Zach? That is, it's Carver.
It's 3 wide. Here comes Justin Whitehead to the inside.
Oh, trying to stick his nose in there between Carver and the Bandit Burleson.
Whitehead,
can't do it yet.
Whitehead may be giving Eric Scott a call this week and getting a new wrap because right now he's driving that 36J with reckless abandon. He'll dispose of the 22 of Burleson or try to. Into 3, I tell you what, man. Ronald Rollo Pilkington.
He's going to split him 3 wide. He'll get back Carver. Carver's going to miss him as he spins it out. Another spin back here. Oh, we're going to get through, hopefully.
Thad Royal somehow missed that.
Tough break.
We're still green. We're still green. And we're still green. Down the back straightaway. Ronald Pilkington in hot pursuit of the 32 of Brandon Brown for the race lead chase as they roll through 3. And off of turn number 4. It's heating up. One around in 3 and 4.
Contact over here in 3 and 4. I think that's going to have to get another caution from Flagman Joe, unfortunately. After 4 or 5 laps, huh, Zach?
Oh, yeah, Connor said that, but he doesn't know his daddy that well, apparently.
I'm surprised he's in the car tonight. I thought Tater Hyde would be here. We're going to go back green here. Factor Stock Feature Race, 6-10 Speedway, April the 20th.
Brian Mubern trying to live up to his moniker and be flying Brian Mubern as they head off into 1.
Yeah, Whitehead's already digging down low.
How did he do that?
I don't know, Zach. I thought it was Brian for a minute, but that's Whitehead battling for third.
This is
trying
when
to
Brian.
Get under Rollo. He gets loose. The Bandit Cole Burleson takes the spot back for fourth.
And Cole Burleson's helmet is about to shoot out of the roof of that race car.
But here comes Whitehead back on the low side, but Cole Burleson, he's got to know he's fast too. He got around him once. Can he do it again?
He said, I'm going to try the crossover this time. He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack for the 22, and he'll look to slide up in front of Whitehead again. He will not get the job done. Off of 4, Brown getting pressured by the 22 jet chassis of Rollo Pilkington.
And you know, Rollo has closed and stayed closed on Brown, man. We may have a race for the lead here momentarily. And look at Mewburn, though. He is right there. Oh, the Bandit Cole Burleson takes the spin coming out of 2. Tough break.
The Bandit canned it.
Caution will come out for Cole Burleson over there.
Anyway, we'll tell you about that in a minute. His name will come to me, but some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Great guy. But Brandon Brown trying to hold off Pilkington, Whitehead, and Mewburn.
I'm
We're
writing
backing
it down.
away.
April 20th. Zach couldn't remember a name. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It is. But hey, let's talk about Justin Aubrey Whitehead going to shoot for third under Brian Mewburn on the first lap. Side by side with Rollo. He'll drop back and he'll have Mewburn in his mirror.
Oh, Uncle Flying Brian. I don't know if he'll like that too much, but he may just understand that, okay, my nephew's trying to get back to the front. He might be a little hot under the collar.
Uncle Brian just cut his nephew Justin a break is what it looked like there, Zach.
Yeah, cut him a break, no doubt.
And Whitehead's digging under Rollo. And I tell you what, Brandon Brown, when he gets a glimpse of Whitehead, he's going to say, where did he come from? He was starting back in 24th over the early issues, had to go to the back.
Never can count him out. Ronald Pilkington, though, one of the best in the business as well. He'll roll off of 4, the former top qualifier at the 10,000 win. King of the Hill, first annual event of the Boot Hill Speedway. Former Cajun Classic winner, the former Arnold Nationals winner. Oh, my God. I didn't mean to react that way, but obviously this car was coming up.
How about Justin Aubrey Whitehead in the 36J? There we go. It's a Rollo fan right there, huh? Is that Chris Taylor? Are you a Rollo fan? Oh, you talking about Chris Black Cat Franks?
Well, we'll see what happens here because that was a kind of a wild restart. As the baby.
Rollo sliding up in front of Whitehead. Whitehead's going to try to take it going in 1 and 2.
The restart was strange. They allowed the 32 to kind of get out front just a little bit, but it didn't matter because here comes Aubrey. Justin Whitehead going to get a shot in the shorts down the back straight from Pilkington. Here comes maybe a slider from Pilkington. He'll drive it to the bottom of the racetrack chase, but not going to be able to clear him this time off the 4. Here comes Whitehead in hot pursuit now, 32 with 2 laps to go.
Rollo is not going to give up that position easy, even though Whitehead's got it. He's going to try to chase him back down. I will say, though, it's a shot in the jeans because Justin Whitehead does not wear shorts.
I have no idea who's going to win this race right now, but I tell you what, Brandon Brown's about to get the business.
Yeah, Brandon Brown's got to know he's on him here coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to hold off his buddy, Justin Aubrey Whitehead.
32 got loose off of 4. And here comes Whitehead for the slide job into 1 and 2. He'll throw the slide job. And Brandon Brown will turn back down underneath. Chase take us home here from Texarkana, a factory stock barn burner.
What a race. White and Brown's going to slow up in front of Whitehead, trying to close the door on him.
Oh
Brandon Brown, Justin Whitehead are going to be nose to nose coming to the line. Who's it going to be? Oh, Whitehead. Whitehead gets him by a nose hair.
Are you serious?
A trimmed nose hair.
A half of a cat's whisker?
I'm going to say that was a Whitehead win, Zach. Brandon Brown, man, that was a pinch.
Can y'all stop the top 2? Like, we got to talk to these guys.
And, you know, we're not your official callers of this. I'm just looking from the box, and they look like Whitehead
Brandon Brown's out.
Brown, but we're going to figure out what the officials say here. But give it up for these 2 outlaw chassis race cars. Brandon Brown, Justin Whitehead, putting on a show.
Brandon Brown. We'll let these guys talk it out for just a moment.
Remember, guys, cooler heads will prevail down here, Brandon. Hard racing. You know, good money on the line in this race. I know it was a hard race, but
So, hey, who's the winner, Brandon?
I don't know what you were gonna win. Me up.
Now we'll get an interview from you, okay? Just you calm down. Justin Whitehead in Victor Lane here at 67 Speedway for the 2nd time this year, 3rd overall, but his 2nd factory stock win. He's checked in. He's won at every class he's checked into. Justin, let's go here for the raceontexas.com cameras.
just make it quick, guys.
Obviously, you went to the tail at the start of this race after losing the handle down there in the 1 and 2. Obviously, the car really came to your liking there, and you were able to dispose of Pilkington. Then you worked on the tail tank of 32 of Brandon Brown, a good friend of yours. Y'all just had a few words. It's not my business. What a race car you had here. What were you thinking come down to the final to the checkers?
Man, we're just racing hard. If he thinks I stuck him in that wall on purpose, we're way better friends than that. We're way better friends than that. He knows I don't care who wins this damn race.
Obviously, though, it had to be a lot of fun from your perspective coming from the tailback all the way to the front. You had a great race car.
Yeah, it'll all work itself out.
Let's hear all this about the sponsors.
All right, congratulations,
Spencer,
Justin
yeah,
Aubrey
go ahead.
Whitehead with the win here at Texarkana 6-7 Speedway, as we're going to get the rest of the race and action done here tonight and get everything wrapped up.
95 seems to be rolling pretty good.
Yeah, that's the 96 of my dad's car. My new one will be ready hopefully next week. I want to thank my dad for letting me drive his car, and it got him a win, but the clutch went out, so we don't make the feature.
It's a bummer always sitting in the stands watching your class, doesn't it?
Oh, it's all right. It's the way it goes sometimes. We win and we lose.
Good to see you here, Goat. Hope to see you back here next week.
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right. Good run, man. Hobby stock's underway and one looping it in 1 and 2.
All right, now you got Jamie Jimbo Clayton leading the way, but we got a caution. Didn't take long there. Garrett Hatfield and Jamie.
And proper language. Sorry to all the great kids, but we're dealing with a kid right here still. So anyway.
Will you tell me the winner? Are you going to be reviewing it again?
Jamie Jimbo Clayton, Garrett Hatfield leading the way in this hobby stock feature race. Daniel Jones looks like he's got his car back together and running hot there. Brandon Starnes behind him trying to take fourth away from Shelby Ward. As right now, again, Jamie Jimbo Clayton has been out front every week that he's been here. First week, 2 to go. He blew up, though. So we'll see if he can hold it together like he did in week 2 here. Leading the way over Hatfield, Jones, Starnes, Ward, Kathy. Here comes Garrett Hatfield on the high side. He had a good little run, come out of the corner, but Jimbo Jamie Clayton's going to be able to power it off with the low side. Right now, Hatfield trying to chase down his McCoy. His McCoy is named Jimbo Clayton.
I'm sorry, dude, but and I'm switching that clutch out.
Here comes Hatfield looking for his McCoy. Jimbo Clayton, we got a race for the lead. Coming out of the corner, he'll try the high side to have a run again. Jamie Jimbo Clayton, though, able to power it off on the low side. Keeps the lead, but what a run we've got going right now. It's a two-man show as Brandon Starnes is running in third and cannot catch him up. Brandon Starnes has some issues here coming out of turn 3. He's able to gather it up, though.
I want you so bad to come on the track because that altercation
Hatfield and McCoy, they're battling it out up front here. Jamie Jimbo Clayton playing the McCoy line as Hatfield's trying to chase him down. What a battle for the lead.
It's the Battle of Bighorn. We're in Sioux City, down the back straightaway with the race lead. Who we got? Chase Lawler.
I think Bugs Bunny might jump out here in a minute, right?
Well, I wouldn't be
Hatfield
surprised.
McCoy going at it here. I tell you though, Hatfield is all over Jamie, but Jamie's doing a real good job on the low side.
Well, somebody better eat their carrots because they need some little bit better vision with all them banana peels out there on the racetrack tonight.
And an insightful opportunity here. Daniel Jones going to go a lap down, and he gets turned around. I don't know if he got loose or went off the corner of the leader there, but Daniel Jones is spun around.
Oh, DJ spinning out.
And here we go. We got another battle for the lead, though. I tell you, Hatfield looks fast. You just cannot get around him. We talked about that earlier, Zach. You can catch a guy is a lot different than getting around him.
It is.
Certainly is.
And they got lap traffic in the way right now. They're going to split it going down the front stretch.
I thought you were just calling him Hatfield because the other guy's last name was McCoy, but it's the other way around.
And Hatfield on the high side, going to pass Jamie Jimbo Clayton on the backstretch. Take the lead. Hatfield over McCoy.
Good thing Jamie built a Punisher chassis because he's ready to punish the 35 now, but he just lost the motor. Hatfield just lost the power plant, and he's not even going to help us with the mosquito problem.
Tough break for Hatfield.
Shooting skeet out underneath that car.
Did we miss McCoy throw a turtle shell and it landed another car and blew up? Is that what happened?
We saw the ghost completely come out of that 35's motor, though.
Man, tough break for Hatfield there in the 35.
Clear ghost gets him.
So right now, Jamie Jimbo Clayton has no pressure from anybody on the track as we've had Hatfield drop off. We've had Brandon Starnes drop off.
Just as I was about to talk about the Punisher, Jamie Clayton, he wasn't going to let that happen.
I think it's Shelby.
Well, Jamie Jimbo Clayton looks like he ought to be able to coast from here to victory lane. Next time by, I believe it'll be only 2 laps to go from Joe Hone.
And as you say that, opening night, he could do that too, and he blew a motor up with 2 to go to Jamie Jimbo Clayton. Say it ain't so, Jimbo. Zach's going to jinx you.
I'm telling you, I was out there at the Lone Star Speedway a couple years ago. Sam Haverty Jr., 2-time reigning ASCS national champion, blew a motor in a modified on the last lap, allowed Max Eddie Thomas to get the win.
Are you Gary Wright right now?
No, I'm not.
You sound kind of like Gary Wright.
But let's get back in serious mode. There's only one. It'll be 1.5 laps to go when Jamie Clayton, the former North Louisiana State Championship winner at the old Champion Park Speedway, meets the midpoint of the back straightaway. He already did. Chase off of 4, take us home from 67 Texarkana Speedway, your hobby stock main event.
One more time around for Jamie Jimbo Clayton to get it done here. We've got a car over in turn 2.
I think he might get a run for his money.
And I think we may be able to finish this one. We're going to see what's going to happen here. As looks like maybe Daniel. Oh, well.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so.
And caution checkered maybe here. We'll see what Flagman Joe decides to do with this one.
I'm sure they'll go ahead and say that Jimbo punished him. And the checkered maybe just go ahead and, well.
That's what happens when you put the Punisher on the side of the car.
Well, in fairness to all these other great competitors out here, this is the reason why we will re-rack them and stack them.
That's
and
right.
See who may have a green-white checker. See if Ward got something there in the 50.
Shelby.
I said Ward, just Ward.
You said Steve.
No, I didn't. You can't.
CF Steve, same thing, right?
Trick me.
And we're green.
Are we? And a 1. Jamie Jimbo Clayton going to hammer the cushion with reckless abandon. He'll grab some cush here on this Friday night special and head down the back straightaway.
Battle for second. Daniel Jones looking to the inside of Shelby Ward here as they go into 3 and 4. Flagman Joe's got the milkman flag out for the white flag. 1 to go.
And Shelby Ward and her family had this racetrack the last few years. She tells Daniel Jones to get out of my house. And she'll tell him to sit down and take a seat one more time.
Ward, yeah, she's going to hang tough there in second. But look at that run. Daniel Jones got on the high side right now. No one's got anything for Jamie Jimbo Clayton, though, out front. 1 more corner to get it done.
Will he give her another shot in the shorts or will he pull the skirt off the 50?
Oh, Jones gets a little loose. He'll settle for third. Your winner, Jamie Jimbo Clayton, 2 for 3 here at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Unofficially.
Cox schedule start on the pole. There was an invert. Bailey Turner's going to be on the pole alongside BJ Moore out of Falk, Arkansas on the 00 IRP. Inside of 2, it'll be Bailey Turner from Hooks. Adam Roy from Red Lake, Texas, driving the modern primitive window duct trucking RPM powered IRP. Brent Tidwell from Harleton, Texas, inside 88 of RJ Stroman. RJ Stroman got a good start to go 3 wide for second into 1 and 2. Here comes RJ. He'll roll the hub of the racetrack and find some dig off of 2 as he heads down the back straightaway. Adam Roy to the outside of the 88 should be a good one. But BJ Moore out of Falk leads the race, and he got a little loose there. Lost some side bite off of 4 chases. They roll off of 4. Here comes Stroman.
A lot of good IMCA Sport mods here as Adam Peeway and Roy Stroman trying to chase down BJ Moore. Bailey Turner right there as well. JoJo Wilhelm just got a show going on here as Stroman looks to the inside of BJ Moore in the backstretch.
Sometimes it is just absolutely obvious who has the best race car. You can even almost find the indication of who has the best car during heats. And the 88 of Stroman put his competitors in his hip pocket earlier and never looked back, and right now he's came from 6th to the lead chase.
He has looked fast for his first night out here at Texarkana 16 Speedway, but BJ Moore is holding tough there. Going to give him a run going down the backstretch here. Stroman's going to clear him to take the lead.
RJ Stroman off at 4. They're 3 wide back here for 4. Dylan Spear out of Marshall, Texas, got the Walmart special. He'll get 2 for the price of 1. As he heads off into 1, sets himself on the top shelf of the racetrack, grabs some cushion, and smashes it down the back straightaway.
Good battle for 5th back here with JoJo Wilhelm, Bailey Turner side by side going into 3 and 4. That's your race to watch right now as RJ Stroman stepping it out from BJ Moore and Adam P. Wainroy.
Caution, we'll get a word.
Good battle here again for 5th. Bailey Turner, JoJo Wilhelm side by side as they're trying to chase down the 22 mag of Dylan Spear.
Dylan set sail and got around both of those guys a few laps ago, and I'll tell you, if he stays up top, man, he may have something. Here he comes. He's catching the two of Adam Roy now.
Yeah, all it took was to get him single file again, and he's closing up on him. I tell you, still side by side, JoJo and Bailey for 5th, putting on a show.
If you can run your car just a little bit lane higher on the racetrack, as you can see, the 22 did that time, but as I say that, it makes a liar of me as Adam goes a little bit higher than he does. If you can get your car on the outmost part of that racetrack, just on the lip, you can find a big run down the back straightaway.
Problems on the backstretch with Sammy Cox and the 21 as well. Oh, Dylan Spear, I think he saw it in time, slowed it up there, getting behind Adam P. Wayne Roy. They'll all go to the inside to get around that 21.
Yeah, it was actually the 20 of Brent Tidwell that pulled off the back straightaway chase. Looked very similar to the 5.
There's Sammy. 2 red cars got him mixed up there.
I say that because it's not been a good night for Brent.
I left the house without my real eyeballs here, so. Oh, he got a little spinneroonie over here. He's going to gather it up, though.
He set up a donut shop. Wasn't open for business very long. BJ Moore out of Falk, Arkansas, trying to hold back the advances of all these guys that are behind him as he holds on to second comfortably. But RJ,
in the meanwhile, I was going to say the same thing, Zach. RJ Stroman has found Justin Converse's universe, and he's checking out, buddy. He's gone. Adam P. Wayne Roy and Dylan Spear trying to battle it out back here with BJ Moore. That's going to be your battle. As unless we get a caution, RJ's gone, sir.
It might very well be just that Stroman chassis that he built out of his own shop in New Boston. The longtime diversity driver for Eddie Martin's Big Chief Racing chassis out of Stillwell, Oklahoma. A multi-time top 5 finisher of the TMS World Dirt Track Championship. RJ Stroman from New Boston. Very excited to be back racing closer to home this season. And that Stroman chassis they built is a bad car.
BJ Moore's not going to put up with that lap traffic for long, and he's holding him up right now. Adam P. Wayne Roy is going to capitalize, get a good run on the hot side, see if he can take it away from BJ. He's not going to be able to do it going down the backstretch, but he's there.
BJ Moore, undoubtedly one of the greatest drivers to come out of the Texarkana area. Former Chevrolet Battle of Boot Hill pole sitter at the Boot Hill Speedway, a big 3,000 win limited modified race. And BJ, of course, a former track champion here in a limited, and he won a track championship in a hot stock at Arklatex in 2007.
And gives second place to Adam P. Wayne Roy out of Red Lick, Texas. He's finally brought it into second. He'll try to set his sights on RJ Stroman. And Dylan Spear in the 22 Mag is trying to get around BJ now. He closed up on him in 3 and 4, but BJ was able to open it back up coming out of the corner.
You know, most of the time I don't like to see a caution chase. In this case, I kind of would, just to see what maybe Dylan has on that outmost part of the track. As you see, RJ searched around for the majority of this race, and he's found a lane right just above the Uke tires there where he can set sail.
Yes, he has. And I tell you, man, RJ's just in a class of his own right now. We got 2 to go from Flagman Joe, and we'll see how this one shakes out. But RJ leading the way. We got the lap car coming up on him again, but I don't know if it'll be enough for Adam Roy or BJ Moore to catch him.
RJ Stroman, a former $3,000 winner of the Lone Star Limited Modified Nationals, receives the white flag. A real quick tidbit as you take us home. RJ's won at Arklatex. He's won at Boot Hill. He's won in Vivian. He's won at every single track at Timberline, Texarkana. One of the only few limited modified drivers who's done that in the last 5 seasons.
Yep, and I tell you what, he got one more corner to get it done here, the 88 of RJ Stroman. Give it up for RJ coming out of New Boston, Texas. That Stroman chassis self-built that car. Got the hand out the window. Congratulations, Adam P. Wayne Roy in second.
With Cole Derrick.
I'll tell you what, Cole, I was a little disappointed. That's the second win you've got that I haven't got to interview you for. One was at, where's the other one? Boot Hill? During the little rain we were trying to beat, and tonight you put on a good show, man. Connor, we were talking during that race that Connor kind of found Justin Converse's universe and checked out. And then we talked about he might have a flat or something and kind of started to lose some ground as you gained on him there. When you got to him, man, I didn't know you were going to get him for sure, but going into 3 and 4, I think you knew, didn't you?
I didn't know if I was going to be able to get around him or not. I was dealing with the ill-handling car, and I was pretty sure he had me. I was going home second, and I'd already made my mind on that.
Well, I tell you, is that car ever not ill-handling?
Yeah, it's usually pretty good, but I had some issues with the brake proportioner, and I got about 1.5 brakes right now, so it's all good.
Well, I tell you always put on a show out here, and that's what I love. RJ Stroman fans, give it up again for the 88. RJ Stroman, your feature winner here in the IMCA Sport Mods.
Hey, RJ. I'm not fine. RJ Stroman, your Victor Lane. In Victor Lane. Hey, RJ, if you can hear us, head up here to the booth when you park the car if you can, man. We'll get a word with you for raceontexas.com and for all these fans left in the house. Back with Cole Derrick and Chase Waller.
One more hand for RJ Stroman in the 88, picking up a feature win here at Texarkana 60Z Speedway. And Cole, I was just going to say, too, I surprised I didn't hear from you before, man. I hated putting the 2 starts of the heat race and the feature from the opening night here on that video because it was a little bit of the Cole Derrick crazy train show, man. But you're always fast in that car. up at DPS, where they're here. You know, you got to win in the 1HC there. Harley Grice's car, man. You're just all over the place. My question is when your daughter's going to be in that car?
She says next weekend, but we'll see.
Haven't we heard that before?
Just about every week.
Well, we'll get her out here eventually. Again, Van, give it up for Cole Derrick, winner of your 4-cylinder feature race here, Texarkana 610 Speedway, April the 20th, his favorite day.
One of the best. Went 3 wide there on the start. There's still 3 wide off the exit of 2, headed down the back straightaway. Shayberg down the back straightaway, going to get disposed of here in the turn number 3.
Is that Rhodes? No.
Off of turn number 4. Michael Rhodes out front with the race lead. Did not have, I don't even know that he made the heat earlier, and the caution's out.
Healing stuff and probably a little surgery, I imagine, I would think. But he did not have to go to Little Rock, so that is a good update. So right now, Troy Shayberg leading the way as we've got a couple, Adam Harris trying to chase him down, Michael Rhodes trying to chase him down. You know, Shayberg has had some tough luck here so far at 67, so it's good to see him right now out front running hard. But I tell you what, Drew Armstrong, 3 wide, cuts him in the middle, going to get by Rhodes and Atkinson, 2 at a time. Get it done, Drew Armstrong.
The Walmart special, if you will, and a little bit of a shot in shorts there for Shayberg on the outside of the racetrack. Here comes Yule Dove. Down the 24.
Adam Harris. Yeah, it's Adam Harris. Yule Dove is pulled in the infield, unfortunately. 3 wide again. He's going to split him. Drew Armstrong trying to split Ward. And Adam Harris that time, he couldn't do it, but he's going to get by Ward.
As Drew Armstrong from Little Rock, Arkansas will go to the inside for the race lead, though. It's Adam Harris once again trying to the inside of Troy Shayberg in that Larry Shaw New Vision Race Graphics number 7.
And back here in the back, got a battle between Rhodes and Jesse Sweatman and Keaton Atkinson. But yeah, look at Drew Armstrong trying to get it done. I tell you, the best thing for Shayberg was if Adam Harris could hold off Drew, and it didn't happen.
These guys have raced many a Saturday nights at Tracy Place, Little Rock, Arkansas, I-30 Speedway, and around goes your top 3 cars. Your 2 of your top 3. And
Adam Harris and Shayberg, it looked like Shayberg got loose, was going around anyway, but then Adam Harris got...
And get this party back underway. Armstrong with the race lead on the restart. He'll head down the front boulevard in full song, in command into 1. He'll drop to the hub of the 67 Texarkana Speedway and grab some bite. Steve Ward rolling good and rolling well tonight. The Rebel looking good in 50. They'll dispose of Keaton Atkinson under the 24 as they roll down the back straightaway through 3. And rolling off of 4, it'll be Drew Armstrong, the brother-in-law to
Steve Ward in second.
Yeah. Steve's so old school, Steve Rebel Ward.
That's right.
Steve Ward has been a bad man behind the wheel of a race car for many years. Has won quite a few races in these older style 3-link modifieds back in the day. So we'll find out what happens. Steve on the loud pedal from inside of 2. With Drew Armstrong, your leader. Chase, we're back underway.
Steve Ward and Keaton Atkinson side by side for second and third as they try to chase down Drew Armstrong, who's been on the rail. Keaton Atkinson on the high side going to try to get a run to get by Ward. They're side by side going down the backstretch. Maybe a little contact over there, too, with Ward and Atkinson. Behind them, Sweatman and Adam Harris putting it on show. Shayberg trying to race his way back to the front there.
Well, in week 1, Chase, it was all Drew Armstrong and Kevin Sestair who came and stole the lunch money here in Texarkana tonight. Steve Ward and Keaton Atkinson, who also, obviously, the 24 is a feature race winner here. They're going to allow Drew Armstrong to come in and maybe take their lunch money the next time he comes back. So Sestair and Armstrong, when they come from out of town, they win races.
I think Sestair wasn't happy because he had to go topless when he came and blew all his hair off. So, but right now, Keaton Atkinson trying to get her. Oh, we got a little spinneroonie over here. Jesse Sweatman cannot get by. I think, put it down, Joe. We're good to go.
Yeah, send
Drew Armstrong leading the way over Keaton Atkinson and Steve Rebel Ward.
Chase Lawler has their entry into this year's Promoter School 50 down into 3. Seriously, they're going to be there for just keeping their cars going and not stalling them and keeping us green.
I tell you what, man, 2 different lines right here, 2 different tails, Zach. You got Drew Armstrong digging on the bottom, Keaton Atkinson hanging it on the high.
I think about what a great racer he is, 4-time Chili Bowl Nationals winner in a row, and then unfortunately hasn't sat behind the wheel of a race car, and now 3 years after that violent crash that prevented him from being able to walk at the Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa.
Right now, Keaton Atkinson, Steve Ward picking up where they left off side by side as Keaton's going to try to get by Ward and chase down Drew Armstrong in the 01A there. Benton, Arkansas getting it done, Zach. Halfway.
Yep. If you come from Tim Crawley's hometown, just like Justin Whitehead comes from Gary Wright's hometown, you got to be fast. No doubt.
Let's see your Gary Wright impression.
Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Drew Armstrong should have won here last time, he thinks, maybe.
There you go.
But you got to give Kevin Sestair the credit for taking him to school that night as well. What I meant to say was Armstrong had one of the better cars in the late going, just was not able to quite muster up enough momentum to get around Kevin Sestair. But right now, he has a sizable advantage chase. He feels good about himself. Maybe able to coast to victory lane from here as the 24 of Atkinson's finally gotten the best of the 50 of Steve Ward for the second spot.
But Ward is not going to go away quietly. I tell you what, Troy Shaberg trying to get his way back up there too. Don't know if he's got enough time to do it, but Shaberg is looking good on the bottom there trying to catch up to Ward. Ward is back on the low side of Atkinson. He ain't letting Atkinson go nowhere, Zach.
As Shaberg working his way back up through the field. In 5th is the 70 of Michael Rhodes. 3rd is still Steve Rebel Ward.
Adam Harris.
Steve.
Hey, I saw it coming, buddy. I saw it coming. What can I say? We're going to keep it green.
Corey
Flagman Joe's going to let us keep it green, Zach.
You scared Corey.
It's the color of the day, green, as we keep it green here at Texarkana 67 Speedway.
Please stay green. Please stay green.
Green, green, green.
Drew Armstrong is just putting on a show here tonight. And we talked about it earlier, Zach, if those cautions didn't fall timely for Kevin Sestair. Was there contact?
No. It was just an oh no moment. I lost the handle. I don't think I'm going to get it refired again. Those old banana peels out there on that track.
To the Hobby Lobby for the Hobby Stocks.
So good job there, Danny Cathy. Good job to Goat picking up that Trophy Dash win, too, there. If you're still here, Goat. Here we're going to go green. Got a couple laps left to go. Can Atkinson, Ward, Shaberg, Rhodes, Harris, can they do anything with Drew Armstrong?
Drew Armstrong flexing his muscles tonight. He says, I am strong. Down the back straightaway, Armstrong with the race lead in 01A. Side by side for the second spot is Steve Rebel Ward back into the mix. He'll throw his hat in the ring. He says, hey, I've always been a player. Man. And Keaton Atkinson says, well, I'm going to become one.
Oh, Adam Harris, spinner Rooney over here coming out of forward. I tell you what, Steve Ward was squeezing Atkinson on the backstretch.
You know,
Atkinson would have nothing to do with it. Adam Harris pulls it at the infield. We're good to go there, Zach.
I'm disappointed because I was actually planning on making my trip down the front straightaway to take a trip there to the donut shop, but it wasn't open for business very long.
Troy Shaberg is here. He's going to battle his way up, see if he can't get a third or second, as he had some tough luck leading earlier out front. But Drew Armstrong, no pressure, Zach.
I don't know if he can hold on, man. He's got a lot of heat here off of 2 down the back straightaway. All right, all jokes aside, an absolute clinic. He'll take all of his competition to the old Ironwood Shed tonight. Off of turn number 4, chase all of the 0-1 of Drew Armstrong from Little Rock, Arkansas. Puts that Dane Motorsports 0-1 to victory lane.
Keaton Atkinson was second over Steve Rebel Ward. What a race. Coming off of fours. It got him by a nose. Troy Fans do drive safe home tonight. Final race of the night, so we are going to grab a quick word with Drew Armstrong here as we close down for Texarkana 610 Speedway, third night of racing. Congratulations to Drew Armstrong. And again, fans, drive safe on the way home. If you drink, don't drive. Let someone else drive for you. Give it up, fans, for Drew Armstrong out of Benton, Arkansas.
I'm going to get a word with RJ after you interview him.
Grabbing your feature win here in the IMCA Modified Feature Race, April the 20th, Texarkana 67 Speedway. Drew, congratulations. We were talking about you all night here, man, and fast when you come here for one. And tell you, we were kind of talking about you and Sestair from week 1 too, man. Them cautions fell timely for old Sestair, I think, didn't they?
I think they helped him out a little bit. I wish I'd have brought my own yellow flag that weekend.
Yeah, you couldn't have them fall your way for anything, that's for sure. But again, on a rail, man, this thing, when I saw the invert where you were starting, I knew we had a show to watch as you came up through the field. And I thought a couple of them may have your number, have something for you up there. But once you got up there, man, it was just gone. And you were on the high side a lot on opening night, weren't you? Am I wrong? Or were you on the low side?
Yeah, a little bit of both, just anything to get by him.
Well, tonight you was on the low side a lot. You were feeding on that bottom all night long, and congratulations again, man, fast in this IMCA modified. And just want to thank your sponsors as the fans walk out here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ellie's Mexican Grill, Ambush, Western, Dunn Delivery, just everybody on board, the crew and family.
Well, it's fun watching you, man. I hear you're going to be here probably every other weekend. Is that how it's going to work out?
Yeah, that's how it's going to work out. You know, any chance I can get, I'll be here.
Well, good. That's what I like to hear, man. Love watching you. Again, fans, give a hand up for Drew Armstrong, driver of the 01A out of Benton, Arkansas, picking up the feature win here, night 3 at Texarkana 610 Speedway. Zach Clark's going to grab a word with RJ Stroman, your IMCA Sport Mod winner.
RJ, we'll center here for the raceontexas.com cameras. Everybody left in the house, we appreciate y'all being diehard race fans. And for everybody that's heading out on behalf of Chase Lawler, Chris Green, the promoters here, Dennis Gardner, we thank y'all so much for choosing 67 Texarkana Speedway as your official racing destination. We hope you'll be back at our next scheduled event. RJ Stroman, talked with your dad this evening right when I got here in the pit area. And we were talking about this Stroman racing chassis that you built. Had some good runs over at Texas Motor Speedway with it. You come in here tonight, and you absolutely dominated. The 88 car was on a mission.
Yeah, the results at TMS didn't show how good the car was. We were fighting some engine issues, but I think we got them figured out for tonight. And I mean, the car felt amazing. The track was prepped great. I mean, the Gardners are doing a great job with this place. I mean, I got to thank y'all fans for coming out, bearing the cold, suffering through it to watch us race. Without y'all, none of this is possible. But yeah, to build the car myself, come out here and it run like this quick. I mean, I think this is third or fourth night out for this car, and I'm ecstatic with the success that it's already having.
Yeah, minus a little bit of bad luck at Boot Hill in the opening night of that deal over there. I mean, you'd probably have a lot better showings for that race car. That's got to be pretty special for you and very gratifying, though, to build that car out of your own shop after driving for Eddie Martin and Big Chief chassis the last few years. Your dad still says you have one of those on order. It has been for a little while. But anyway, how does it feel just to race back closer to home? I know there for a while you didn't race a whole lot the last few years, but does it feel a lot better racing a little bit closer to home?
Oh, yeah, it's great to be able to come down here and race, about 30 minutes from the house. Timberline's only about 10, 15 minutes from the house. It's great to be able to race on the local level again, and it's great to see IMCA back in this part of the world. I mean, my plan right now is to race down here as much as I possibly can, support local racing, and, I don't want this sport to go anywhere. I love it.
Well, I'll tell you, I think you're one of 9 limited modified drivers now in the last 5 seasons who have all won at Lone Star Speedway. You've won at Arklatex Speedway. You've won at Boot Hill Speedway. You've won at Timberline. You now won here at 67. You've won all the 5 Arklatex area racetracks. It's pretty impressive.
I never even really thought about that, but yeah, that feels pretty good.
We want to hear about all those great sponsors here on RaceOnTexas.com. We'll wrap this up.
Stroman Racing Chassis, that's just me and my dad. I can't thank him enough for helping me put that car together. Chuck Priestley at Best Engines provides awesome power plants for me. Kevin DuPont with DuPont Shocks. He had the car hooking up pretty good for me. And I got to thank Dan Pugh. He provided the frame for me to build this car on, Pugh's Auto Salvage. It's, just anyone I forgot to. I mean, all of them. Without them, it's not possible.
Stellar performance tonight, RJ. Well deserved. Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thank you.
RJ Stroman, our new Boston, Texas, your limited modified main event winner.